Something you hear often is that how important it is to like play with speed and anticipate the game quickly and make quick plays. But guys like Caulfield, and I see it in Kotkaniemi as well. There's I find there's so much value in players who can also just slow down the game just for a moment to open up that lane or find something, a spot you wouldn't be expecting to be open. Caulfield has that. I see it a bit in Kotkaniemi as well. I think just his
Oh
ability
yeah,
to stop and glide and look for that open man and thread the needle.
yeah, yeah. No, no, for sure. KK, I think that there's even more to come in that regard. He's still finding his way, um, still getting used to stick handling at the NHL level and stuff. But it comes and goes with him. It seems like
Mm,
you see spurts of it for a while, and then he'll go through a period where he's lacking confidence, or whatever. What I've liked in the playoffs here is that he's. I think somebody had a good chat with him. Whether it was his dad or whoever, the vet, but just go to the net, and because he's such a good forechecker,
yeah.
already he really forechecks hard, hits hard, gets in there, long stick, covers a lot of ground, um, get around the net and just try to get a greasy one here and there. And he's got a couple,
Yeah.
and it boasted, really boasted his confidence. And that shot that he took, even though if it went off Bogosian, it was that wasn't a shot that he was taking month and a half ago. You know, he'd flub on it. When he'd roll off his stick and go in a corner or whatever, he was just really fighting it.
Yeah.
And now, for whatever reasons, I mean, so glad it's playoff time that it came back. But he's got it back. He's got his mojo back, and I expect another strong series from him.
Yeah, yeah, same. He can definitely be a key for us for moving forward, not only in the playoff, but man, I'm excited for him. And I've been making this comparison ever since he was drafted, and I'd love to make it to you to see what you think. A lot of people say, "Oh, Barkov or Kopitar or whatever," but for me, like the way, like I already mentioned, the gliding and the finding the lanes and all that, but combine
Mhm.
that with the power forward center game, to me he's on track to be like a Ryan Getzlaff type power center. What do you think?
Well, yeah, Kopitar is a bit like that too. So I
Mm,
think that's partly where the
right.
comparisons come in there. But yeah, he's very aggressive, and he's only going to get strong. He's still a bit gangly,
Yeah. Yeah.
still uncoordinated to a certain degree. Like he's going to pack on another 10, 15 pounds,
Yeah.
and he's got the attitude.
Mm,
He looks to hit. I think you're going to see him getting in a few more scraps too as it goes along. We saw
mm.
him that one time, and he humbled the European guy pretty good there.
Yeah. Haig, I
But it's
think it
going to
was
be a
Robert
Canadian
Haig.
guy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Canadian guy the next time, and he'll surprise everybody. But I think he's got that in him.
Mm.
As he gets a little stronger, a little more confident, and gets knocked down a couple more times, and because you can tell he's got temper on him too. He just
Oh yeah.
he's yeah, I agree. He's got a bit of that abrasive, gets power game type potential for sure.
Yeah.
You got to remember he's 20 years old,
It's
and
amazing.
yeah, I mean he's going to be. I think he's going to be a penalty killing centerman too in a couple of years. He's got the competitiveness and the smarts and the range, and then he'll eventually have the strength as well. Just Suzuki and Deno are so good.
Mm.
On a lot of teams right now already, I think he'd be a penalty killing. He'd be on the penalty kill,
Yeah.
but they already have two of the best in the league in
Yeah.
that regard. I think
Yeah.
so he doesn't get to, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's going to be really good all around top two center. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it excites me. It excites me so much. And what I love about, looking long term down the middle for the Habs is that we've got two, potentially elite, upper echelon elite players in Suzuki and KK, but they're so different. So it's nice to have that different style of play on each line, and they can be a 1A 1B in the future. Suzuki may be just a few steps ahead of them right now, but at some point that's going to kind of even out, and I think they'll be back and forth here over the next 3 to 5 years or however long it is.
Oh yeah, I've swayed back and forth in the last 2 years. Uh, I mean it's been mostly okay. It looks like Suzuki's gonna be better, but there was a period there this year where KK looked like he was hitting the next Yeah, and okay, and Suzuki was struggling a bit. So okay, KK is going to be the better, 2 or 3 years, and it swung back and forth.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I said, well, KK is going to be better than Suzuki, and then it was Suzuki last year for a lot of the time, and then you know back to KK this year, and oh well, okay, it's Suzuki again. Um, yeah, it could be 1A, 1B. I agree completely
Mm.
that you got to remember that extra year is so important. KK's he's two behind Gretzky and Crosby for playoff goals by a center under 21.
Amazing.
So it's encouraging for sure.
Yeah.